Welcome to Leland's podcast.
Yeah, I tried.
You're never gonna be like me. Don't try. Don't try. All right. We had the conclusion to MSI this weekend. It started off with PSG versus RNG and Mad Lions versus Damwon.
Mm-hmm. Whew.
Oh man, those are some pretty good games. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good weekend all around, actually.
Yeah.
So, I guess we'll start off by talking in order of elimination here. So let's start.
Yeah.
Let's just start talking about PSG real quick as I pull up the match. There we go. All right.
Yeah.
So PSG came into this tournament with a couple of subs, but apparently for PSG, a couple of subs means an upgrade.
Yeah.
They keep getting away. They can't keep getting away with it. That's all I got to say.
Nah, they have to.
They have to.
They're just too powerful. Imagine them without subs. Just imagine that now.
Imagine
so
them
powerful.
without subs. Well, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's assuming that these are nerfs to the team, in which I don't fully think that. I think that they're kind of getting a little lucky with these sub outs and getting some better players and some upgrades. I feel like the synergy thing that people talk about in League of Legends is a little overplayed. Like, you don't actually have to be that synergistic with your players if the meta is quite solved, like it kind of was going to this tournament. Like,
yeah,
you were still playing the hyper farm, press for dragons, and if you can't get 3 Drakes before Drake 4 or at Drake 4, then you have to play for Baron to close. Like, that's the whole meta, basically.
Yeah.
So, like, it's not that complicated. The pools were all the same. Everyone was playing the same jungle champions. Like, I don't know who didn't have a massively overlap pool this tournament. I guess you could say Xiaohu had a pocket pick Lucian top lane. But,
something like that.
But overall, it was really just everyone playing the same shit. And some people were playing Lee Sin mid occasionally.
Yeah.
That was a little. Some people think that's the better of the 3 places, but I don't know.
Oh no. That Lee Sin top do be hitting different though.
So in their series versus RNG, they went 3-1 or sorry 1-3. But their one win looked really good. It was rather convincing in that win, and it gave me hope that they could win the series. And judging by the way that the first game went, and especially the fourth game, it definitely looks possible for them to bring RNG to 5 games if they can turn a couple of fights or even get a pick or 2 in certain spots that they just missed. Looking at Worlds. How do we think PSG is gonna evolve? Like, do we think they're gonna get? Do we think they're gonna come in and look for a top 4 finish at Worlds? Or are they gonna maybe get top 8? Or are they not gonna? Or do you think they're gonna get a downgrade when they put their their main roster back together for Worlds?
No, that's a very interesting question. Like,
that's why I asked.
True, but I believe that PSG. I feel like they're going to level up from this. They're going to improve from this.
Are you saying that they're going to add an E, become PSE and G, and get energized? They're going to become the energy company, Dion? That's a Monty joke. That's a fucking Monty joke for you there, Haymant.
How long have you been thinking about this joke? Anyways.
How long? Literally,
PSG lives in his head and across the street from him. Just
also across the street from me. But also, 4 seconds ago when you started talking about it is when I decided to commit to that bit.
I see.
This man bitches about the power company more than anyone else I know.
I bitch about the internet company more than anyone you know.
No, you don't.
But I don't complain about my power. I complain about my internet. That's besides the point. Whatever. Who cares?
Anyways, Haymont, you want to say something?
The fact that they were able to plug like this many subs into this roster and still find success says an immense amount about the team. And the fact that partway through they adapted to Doggo, the sub that came in, instead of playing their usual style. I think that once they get a solid roster together, they can definitely make like... I can picture a top 4.
All right.
They win a game against Damwon in group stage. I don't.
PSG.
Yeah.
I want to say PSG was definitely the first team to beat RNG. I don't remember whether they beat Damwon or not.
Yeah, I don't.
No, they did not. They lost both against Damwon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they. Oh my god!
Still interesting.
I'm just looking at the group stage record and marveling at how Cloud9 couldn't get out of this fucking Rumble stage. Oh.
Yeah. I'm just.
It's still ridiculous. It's so.
Yeah,
oh my god!
It is really ridiculous. Like thinking about it now, it's just like how.
But that didn't happen this weekend.
You're right. It didn't. You're right. I'm just.
Yeah. You're still thinking about the past, the future, the
Sad NA noises.
So.
Yeah.
In the PSG RNG series, we saw Rumble versus Udyr every single game, and PSG got Udyr every game, and RNG got Rumble. Sorry, not Rumble. Morgana.
Yeah.
RNG got Morgana every game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, and I don't see Rumble anywhere in these bans, which means that both of these teams walked in knowing what they think is the best jungler, basically, and then picking for that. Because they ended up with the same junglers, agnostic of what side they were. And I think I'm kind of in agreement that Morgana and Udyr are better
the best junglers.
I wouldn't say the best junglers, because I don't know if Rumble is actually better than either of these two. A lot of people seem to think so, but
they believe in their heart.
Their effectiveness through these players is better on these champions than it would be on Rumble. Which is what I think is honestly more important on a game day. Like, you don't just pick the most broken champion in the game if you are actually just bad at it. That's just a bad idea. I don't.
Yeah, they stuck to their guns and they believed what they believed in. I have to commend them on that. That's something that a lot of teams can look at now. Like, you don't need to just look at the most broken champion and say, "Hey, we have to play this now." Nope. You stick to your guns. They believed that Morgana was the best pick for them. They stuck with that shit for 4 games straight, which is still kind of wild for me. And also Udyr as well too for 4 games straight. I'm not gonna lie; these junglers might be smooth brained after this.
Yeah, it was definitely a preference matter because we know Wei has a Rumble. He's definitely proficient on the champion.
I saw some garbage ass ults from everybody this tournament. They were awful fucking ults.
Hey, regardless of what they are, the RNG was able to play off of it, and Wade looked good on it.
But they had to play 8 games against a PGG and unicorns. Like,
true.
Hey, I'll say, I'm gonna commit to the bit because I like Wade's had a good Rumble.
Haymant's even before RNG the tournament. Fanboy for Scala now Way.
And then I picked Damwon. But we're going to talk about that later.
Yup, you did that. That was your choice.
True.
But yeah, they really did stick to their guns. I think the Udyr into Morgana isn't a playable matchup, really. But I think that River committed to being the front line, being that Udyr, trying to like flash bear slap and get something started with that champion. But I think the Rumble would have been a better pick if he was able to play it.
I disagree. I think that everyone, like I was implying before, I think everyone's skill on Rumble at this tournament is just so bad that there's no reason to pick it over Morgana, who is like, did I land binding? Okay, wait 12 seconds.
Yeah,
okay, did I land binding? All right, kill him.
Yeah, anyway, he's dead. That's it.
Oh, man. But there's a big difference between that because Morgana's clear speed was insane. Morgana's clear speed is still insane even post nerfs.
Rumbles is faster.
Rumbles is faster. It's still really close between the two, but the Udyr clear speed doesn't feel as strong. Chem Tank doesn't feel as strong in him. And the big thing about Morgana is that most of the time, when you have that aggressive AD carry like Gala, you just put an E on them preemptively.
Haymant, I want you to remember, please, you saying Udyr isn't as strong for when we get to the final. Please just remember that. Remember you made that statement.
I still stand by it. Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's talk about Mad Lions and Mad versus Damwon Kia. I don't know why some of the casters before this tournament were calling them Damwon KIA, and I'm just sitting here like, they're sponsored by Kia, right? I'm not crazy. Like, you're just saying the name wrong, right?
Yeah.
Unless in Korea they call Kia KIA.
That'd be funny.
That'd be weird.
It was unfortunate. The Damwon was killed in action.
Oof. True. Oof. Well, not this series. Not this series. This series.
I don't know, man. I don't know. The scoreline of being 3-2 against the Mad Lions.
Yeah, but they ended the last 2 games in under 24 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, was it not a reverse sweep, actually? Thinking about it now?
No.
Yeah. I think Mad was up 2-1.
No. Damwon won the first game.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Oh, the reverse sweep.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not a reverse sweep, just saying.
Yeah, you're right.
So,
you're right.
This series, Damwon put a lot of priority on the Rumble pick.
Yeah.
And it seems like Udyr might actually be like a higher tier for a lot of people. I think because of simplicity and his raw utility of just Flash Bear Slap, that being like that simple, especially when you don't have to deal with the Morgana. There's a point at which people were thinking about a rock paper scissors of these 3 somehow, where Morgana counters Udyr counters Rumble, and Rumble counters Morgana. I think that was the order people were talking about.
Yeah, I think so.
But
I agree.
I honestly don't fully agree with that. I don't feel like Morgana's Black Shield utility is as pronounced in the jungle as it would be as a support, because you're losing a good frontline spot that way. Like, you can have a much tankier champion come out of the jungle than if you put her there instead.
Yeah.
So like a Braum or a Thresh or a Nautilus isn't as tanky as an Udyr or a Volibear. So, and in this current meta where it seems to be 2 tanks, an off tank, and 2 carries, it just seems bad to be putting Morgana there without a good supplement for that tank. And Morgana's not a very good AP carry either, so that means you need to be splashing more AP damage somewhere in your team composition.
Yeah.
All right. Normally that can come from the mid lane. Most of the time it's because she clears through the jungle so fast that she can get to lanes very early on and affect them. Because she doesn't do as much in the late game at all. In the late game, even with the Leandries on her, she just kind of becomes a black shield and something to hopefully either stop and engage or counter engage or something along those lines. But it's not. Yeah, it's not the same champion in the late game as it is in the early and mid game.
I think she's pretty well paired with poke comps like Jason, Zoe. Then you run. I don't even know where you're really supposed to run bot lane with that comp too much. Like, you can run a Varus, but now you're spec'd so hard into poke. It's like, what the hell? What are you gonna do when they dive you?
What do you do if they get ahead?
Yeah, that
and
too.
You have no.
Well, the poke comps play better from behind. Well, better than most other comps from behind, because you can play at range, and like, you have more potential on like Barons and Dragon Steels.
Yeah, but if they simply just lock you into we're just gonna straight up 5v5 and keep on clearing these, or
hey man, please stop going in and out of your mic.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Or 4v1ing, where it's like, okay, we have one really strong carry in the other lane, and we have 4 other people who clear minions super well. So you're just going to be forced underneath there.
Speaking of 4v1ing, Mad Lions have a really strong top lane player in Haymant, and Damwon have a gigantic sandbag in the top lane known as Khan.
Yeah.
Didn't think I'd ever say that about Khan, just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Khan is, you know.
So, honestly, I think this is the marquee matchup for Mad Lions here, because Armo looked so good this series. He like his pocket pick Wukong does so much work for Mad. His Lee Sin looks really good. Even his Jace is pretty strong. Like when they finally got him on the Nars, when I felt like Armo really kind of lost a lot of his agency in the game. But when you give Armo agency, I think that's when Mad Lions really can excel. And you don't even have to support him that hard, because he's really good at dealing with dives and ganks and being able to make his own advantages. Like I would like to know who had the most solo kills in lane this tournament, and I would bet you Armored's in top 3.
Yeah, without a doubt. Like Armored, like he's been playing League of Legends. He's been
he got the place in League of Legends. Let me tell you what.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. In the top lane, he's playing League of Legends, all right. But just like he was playing it really well, especially against the dives and whatnot in the top lane. He was doing really well, and that was kind of sad for me seeing what was happening. So I was like, damn, like this hurts.
Watching them dive his Jace in the first game. And then he just dies, and I'm just sitting here like, Khan, why did you even walk up? You chunked him out. Jace has no sustain. He has to reset or be put at risk, and then you just dove the turret for no reason. He's like 2/3 HP, and Jace is at like 1/3 or 1/4 or something, and he's like, I got this, and then kills himself.
I was like, oh no.
Oh man, that's the entire tournament for Khan for some reason. I don't know why you pick Ornn here. Like, God, what the fuck? This Damwon comp is a gigantic fucking why. They still won the game. They still won, but why?
They still won the game, which is just like, I think you to be a better team than this.
I think it's okay. I think they won it because they have a lot of good combo for Rumble ult.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I see you want they just want this. I mean, game 1 they just wanted to smoke. They just wanted to clown Fiesta at this point with the type of comp that you put in here. But I mean, I think it would be a little bit more professional. Anyways,
hey, Showmaker's really fucking good at League of Legends, by the way. Just saying.
Well, no shit, but I mean, still, just looking at this comp, it just hurts. Just like, wow.
Did you fucking see that man get like ganked on Yone and dodge everything perfectly?
Yeah, I know. Look, game 1 was. Oh, I'm just like, this is just. Oh man.
It was frustrating to watch that man play Yone, because he just escapes from all this shit. And I don't even think Yone is that obscenely broken. I feel like he's kind of annoying to play against, but but he's got some dumb shit that he can do, and when you actually can play him, his ultimate is kind of like Galio E, where you can just do something dumb with it, like ult backwards, and then you bait them into stopping your ultimate, but it actually puts you in a better position.
Yeah. Like, I can't. Like, they can't keep on getting away with this.
Yeah, they really can't. A lot of people talked about Elyoya at this tournament, and I think he had some good moments, but overall, trying to match up against Canyon, Wei, and River. Like, I feel like he's on par with River, but Canyon and Wei just look so much better than him, and like they had a much beder understanding of like their early pathing and how to support their lanes. Because Elyoya had a lot of other players to play against, Blabber, who don't know how to play the game as well, and play less than 8 champions. It made him look a lot better than I think he probably should have, considering how they finished. Like when you, I don't want to say he has a small champion pool because I don't know if he does or doesn't, but he only really played Volibear, which seems to be an EU favored pick, which I agree with. I like Volibear in full tank at this point, but they've nerfed Chemtech since I played it last, so I don't know how consistent it is. But like they play Volibear and Udyr, which I don't think are bad junglers, but I still think it's rather one-dimensional, and it's not like Canyon over here who's picking Rumble, Udyr, who else? Morgana, Nidalee. Like, he'll play whatever. I bet you he'd play a Kindred if they could put a comp together, but no one could make Kindred work this tournament as far as I could tell.
Oh boy.
Oh god, I just looked at Kaiser and I'm like, oh right, Kaiser like entered this series.
Yeah.
Kaiser got caught out a lot.
Yeah, Kaiser just... Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Bit of a support diff there.
I mean,
against Barrel.
I don't know. Barrel was out there too. If you can't get it, like, let's not get it twisted. Barrel was out there as well too with Kaiser. There's like, hey yo, you want this it? Yeah. Like they're all inting, but
it came down to who ints harder. Was this a series where he died to Raptors because his W went off?
Oh.
Yes.
Was that what happened?
Ooh,
I'm assuming it happened to Kaiser, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he's the one who played Leona, and I know what happened to Leona.
That was hilarious.
That was funny. And I'm just like, oh man, that fucking blows.
Yes.
He made it out alive and then died to chickens.
It's the worst way to go is to a fucking jungle camp. It's never good to get Direst.
It's degrading.
It's in the late game too.
It feels really bad.
Like you're over behind their mid turret, you get like 3 kills, and you're getting out, you flash over the wall right into wolves, you use your dash, and oh shit, my dash does AoE damage, and I'm dead to the fucking wolves.
Yep, it looks like I'm dying.
I am about to die. So yeah, what do we think Mad Lions is gonna look at like at Worlds?
Hopefully, I think Elioya has room to grow. Room to grow.
Well, I was like, whoa there, buddy.
He's a rookie, right? This is his first year?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
That's pretty good for a rookie. Him and Fudge should walk away from this tournament feeling pretty happy. Though I feel like Elioya needed significant less support from his team to win games.
Yes.
Okay.
I guess if maybe you were looking to like upgrade or something, I don't even really think.
I don't think there's a major spot to upgrade here.
No, I don't think there's anyone who's like really that much better. At one point, it would have been Reckless or something, but they didn't make it here.
Like, there's no realistic upgrades that they could get. Like, in theory, you could get Bwipo.
Okay.
Why?
That's look, that's great, but really, in all seriousness, I think Armor is. I think getting Bwipo would be an upgrade. It would be a downgrade, actually.
I don't think it. Yeah, I don't think it would be an upgrade. Like full stop. I don't know if it would be a side grade or a downgrade or not. So
I don't think it would be an upgrade.
Decided to go for it.
But then, who would be lagging IRL in the team? Who would do that?
Who's gonna stare at the camera like a madman?
Exactly.
I love Armament, man. He's just he fucking loves his job.
Yeah.
That man will have fun at any point. Is he losing? He'll just stare at the camera every time. I love it.
Okay.
All right.
And then we have to either talk about Damwon.
We gotta. You want to talk about Damwon real quick? We could touch them before we get to the final topic I have breaking it up.
Damwon real quick.
I'm gonna do a really quick one. I'm gonna do a really quick take on. Ghost is absolutely great. I do love him. Showmaker can play anything. It's great that he's added control mages to his champion pool, so it's an even better team. Canyon, I do love. And Khan is probably not going to be on this roster next split.
No, I got you for
Who are they
Khan.
gonna get? Rippo?
Look, wait. Let me fix
you go back and beg FPX for Nuguri.
They're not making that trade.
Hey man, let me fix that Khan one for you. LS, stop saying that Khan is good. Stop it.
Okay. I don't think Khan's bad. I just don't know what's wrong and why he can't like make anything happen and why he keeps losing these matchups.
His stock. Yeah, LS stocks are fake.
Yes,
going bad actually.
Whatever the fuck LS says, don't invest in that because it's wrong like 95% of the time. Have you seen his effing tier list? He put Kaisa on the don't list. I don't know why he did that.
Anyways.
And I'll be the first one to say pros can often be wrong about the meta, but you know what? I don't think they're wrong about Kaisa being a good champion.
Also, right. I think hopefully Barrel picks it up next split. Because I don't remember this Barrel last year. Like, I remember a bit of it.
Let's save the doom. Let's save the doom and gloom for the next part.
Yeah.
All right.
Pain time.
All right. So this is a small little topic. North American co-streaming for the LCS is now been limited to just I Will Dominate, LS, Double Lift, Sneaky, Meteos, and Yasuo. Sorry, Yasuo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Laptop died.
I'm happy Dom's there. I'm not too sure about everything else.
Not sure why Yasuo's there. I guess he gets good viewership.
He's sponsored by the Thieves.
I mean, that doesn't mean shit.
I mean,
he doesn't get good viewership.
He does get viewership, sadly. So
I'm sure there were lots of other people that were streaming that are with 100 Thieves or TSM or somebody, and didn't have good viewerships and didn't make this list.
Well, sadly, Mo, he gets good viewership, so yeah. That makes sense that he would get it. And
so how do we feel about them like taking away the co-streaming rights from all of the people who are a part of the LPP? They used to have the rights to do this whenever they wanted. They just had to put a little tag in their stream. So do we think this is going to be better, worse? Does it really not matter? Why do we think Riot made this decision?
I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of interesting.
This is something that I can't really wrap my head around too much because I, first of all, didn't know too much about the League Partnership Program, like how it worked, how the viewership worked. Get perks with streams. From Riot. Yeah, but did it also mean that the viewership shared or not? It's not shared.
The point of putting the tag in your title was so that the Riot could collate the data for it through the Twitch API.
Yeah.
So that data, that viewership would then be included with the LCS's general viewership.
Yeah, which I mean, that's nice. That's cool now, but taking it away from LPP and granting it to just these co-streamers
I mean, it feels a little bit like they've kind of given up on expanding a little bit with that move.
I mean, that's not true because now they have the whole Summer Split Watch Party program now, which is
that's this.
Yeah, that's a new thing as well too now.
So, what exactly are the benefits of the Watch Party? Do you get drops from watching them or something?
I have actually, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they've just renamed co-streaming to Watch Party.
Yeah. That's basically what it is. I'm pretty sure. Apparently they're supposed to be. Oh no, just. This is interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't. They have all these roles listed on the post, and I'm just why does anybody care? The only people who should care are the 6 people you're allowing to do this.
Yeah, I mean, these are the this is still a program that still people could get into though. So
yeah, and so The reason I think they're doing this is they want to integrate it more with the LCS broadcast. I think they like occasionally they would go ask Dom or Sneaky or Double if something like on the main analyst desk, and I think they want to do more of that.
Yeah.
So by doing this, they can better formalize that and kind of put the brand package deal together. And like make it so that you're kind of choosing your own casting style that you want to watch instead of just being a double-ish view. I don't know. Like,
yeah, which is weird.
I don't know. I feel like you basically get the double of Sneaky and Meteor stream, which is them just talking about how it used to be and calling some plays bad. The LS stream, which is him mauling over everything NA ever does. And then Dom's stream where I don't even know what Dom does on this stream. Like, does he just like? No. I guess he mauled too. So, is that all he does?
It's somewhat like the LS, but the NA version.
This is the NA version of LS.
But it's against everyone. He is universal about this though. He would do this against anyone.
Would do this against anyone.
Yeah, he mauls about everything about everyone, which I'm not gonna lie. Look, I respect that. Like he doesn't have a specific hate against everyone equally.
He hates everyone equally. That's the key.
Yep. Look, you can't be in the wrong if you do it right. If you give everyone equal representation. Don't quote me on that. Anyways.
Don't quote you on. Oh no!
Don't quote me on that.
No, I'm posting it to the server, Dion.
No.
They'll be on you for weeks.
You better not.
All right.
Oh God.
There's still the FlyQuest Spanish stream, which is I don't know. that's cool. It's good. It's a good thing that they're doing.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
It's like it's a separate kind of thing. I think
they're
not really. They're not like including it in this. All right. Let's get back to the meat and potatoes of it all, with DK versus RNG.
Oh,
actually,
Donkey.
All right. Before we talk about that, let's talk about our picks. Actually, so me and Matt both got the first series perfectly correct. Now, we struggled a little bit with the Mad Lions series, which I thought would be a raffle stomp, but Armoot decided that he wanted to make it a challenge. So we did that.
Yeah.
Now, Dion, you bold man. How could you? How could you be so foolish?
Because I was in an alternate reality. I was in the alternate reality and thinking that, well, possibly, maybe, PSG wins.
You were like,
so hey,
you were as wrong as you could have been, without being completely wrong.
No. And
I stood in that reality. Okay, I stood in that reality, and it failed. Anyways, Haymant.
No. What you're missing is that they were missing if they had just one more sub, they would have been that much stronger and would have been able to overcome it. Yeah.
Oh no.
If they had just one more sub.
Oh boy.
That's what we got. We need a international super teams where you have all the players vote on the best player in every role to go to a tournament, and you make a team out of that.
It's even crazier, right? You see the coaching staff also changes every single year. Absolutely nothing to lean on. It's just the org name.
PSG, man, it's just, I don't understand. Okay, they're competitive, but Dion, they're not that competitive.
Hey.
They performed as well as they did back in Worlds. I didn't see them really performing any better. well, I mean, growing any more than they had already shown they had grown from like Worlds and now. And I don't even know if they're going to be able to grow some more for next Worlds, because if they keep having subs, I'm going to keep having very conflicted emotions about how they should perform.
Oh man, did you want a team that you could somewhat predict?
I'm from NA. No,
True.
I clearly should never want that.
Yeah.
I should have learned my lesson years ago that nothing I expect to happen will ever happen. Whatever is the most harmful possible outcome to my own self, that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen at Worlds and MSI every fucking year.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's actually factual.
You walk into a tournament, you're like, you know what? Yeah, I don't care that TSM didn't make it. I just want NA to win this one. NA shits the bed. It's like, come on.
Yeah. And that's how it be.
Okay, TSM finally made it. I want TSM to make it. Okay, C9 finally made it. I want C9 to make it. Oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
C9's
Same
first
thing.
MSI, and it's just like, can they?
Yeah, well,
can they
like,
win?
it happens a lot with a lot of NA teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. It happens to the best of us.
Don't worry, I've had my mediocre FlyQuest roll.
You don't get disappointed.
finished
you don't
second.
get to see them fail.
They finished twice.
They
And
finished
blew up the
second,
roster.
but they still got to win at Worlds, and that's all that matters. That's it.
I'm still mad TSM didn't win World Season 4. They had that shit in the bag.
Hey,
No, back on topic. Back on topic.
We don't think about.
All right, let's talk
the
about how
past.
Mad Lions fucking disappointed everyone here and ruined our absolute dominating guesses for Damwon. They pulled that shit out of nowhere. Both these series were kind of flipped. I'm not gonna say the PSG RNG wasn't contentious at all, but like it was significantly less contentious than the Mad Lions one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You ready for the last one?
All right, yeah. So, I'm not sure if I would have gave it Dion red regardless of who won this, if Damwon had actually gone 3-0 or not, but Dion was in the alternate universe, so he can't really give his take on this. But Haymant, you had the audacity to decide that Damwon was gonna win it 3-2.
Yeah. You know, I went there out on a limb. I was hoping, that Khan wouldn't get destroyed that much, that he had like a semblance, like he could still pull out some carries, still be a top laner, right? And he still got his Scion. And the expectation that Showmaker's just like a good mid laner. He's better than Cryan. Canyon and Wei match up really well, but I still think Canyon's slightly better. It really comes down to like, okay, RNG has a better bot lane just because Ming and Gala constantly perform, and Barrel is a question mark on
Just a giant fucking misping on their team roster.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, that's Barrel. We take off a question mark every time he doesn't die. But there's like 8 billion question marks there. Yeah, we're trying, man.
Yeah, but it was really the question of whether it was between like, Ghost Showmaker and Canyon could pull them across this entire series. And that it wasn't the case.
They couldn't.
You saw game 5. That hurt.
That was painful. I thought they were going to end it at 24, 23 minutes, and they just couldn't. The timers were a little too short, so they didn't go for it. So Haymant, as you had said previously, Udyr isn't the best jungler, yet RNG picked him 5 times in a row.
And won. Well,
and won the tournament.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to ask whether or not Rumble was banned or whether they decided to opt out of it.
Rumble was unbanned, as far as I can tell, in every single game. These pick bans are to be deleted. Yes, I do not see a Rumble ban. I see one pick for Damwon in the final game.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So, they just locked in that Udyr and went to town controlling objectives, because I do think Udyr has better objective control than both Morgana and Rumble.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, and
how could you say something so controversial and brave, dude?
Yes.
LS, come fucking get me. I'd love to start a Twitter war with you, LS. It'd be great. Real fun.
Out.
He'll never.
Shut up!
Never.
So
He'll never go down to your level. Anyways.
So I'm reasonably impressed with Canyon this series.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it feels like Wei tried his hardest to chuck as many wrenches at Canyon's jungle starts. And every time he actually ended up behind for, like, the crazier the idea he tried to pull off, and like the better the win should be for him. Like, Canyon just won anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Canyon had just a good read. Either that or Damwon had a good read on what Wei wanted to do most of the games in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I forget which game it was, but they feigned a leash at red buff by leashing the enemy blue, walking back and around through Tribe Rush.
Yes.
And they kind of bamboozled Damwon for a little bit until they went back with their support and actually checked Gromp and realized Gromp was gone. And that's what gave it away and let Morgana get into the enemy jungle and grab blue and basically only lose one camp. But once Dragon was spawned, Morgana had a farm lead. And I don't think Udyr really got much off. I don't think Udyr got a gank off yet. It just amounts to nothing. All these level 1 jungle plays they were doing were really wasted. And all they really did was turn on like vertical jungling or something like that.
Yeah.
Payne's just fucking good, man. Like, you give that man anything and he will rip you apart.
Yeah. It's just, I guess the fact that it wound up as a vertical jungle every time, I think that was better for RNG still. Especially when there's a weak solo lane.
Yeah, when you can abuse Khan and also or support your bot side, which is better. Like, vertical jungling, I feel like has a definite better outcome for RNG than it does for Damwon in most cases, because Damwon seems to have all their power in their mid lane. And RNG has a lot of their power in their side lanes. Like, their mid lane is nothing special. Like, okay, I'm not saying Cryan's bad, but Cryan is not the star of this team. Not by a long shot.
Yeah. He definitely caters to them, but he's not the one who you're looking to pop off.
Well, okay. Game two. Showmaker whips out the Xerath.
Woo! Showmaker.
They're running Xerath, Morgana, Lee Sin, Tristana, and goddamn Leona. What the hell?
Yeah.
What is this?
Oh, it's great. You know, there aren't many things that I favor Khan on, but his Lee Sin looked clean. It looked passable enough.
It's a pretty good pick for Khan, I think. It's one of the better picks. It's hard to leave it up if you're it's hard to leave up depending on what else is up, because you might leave up a good combo with it, or you might just give over a good prio pick, because I'm not sure what the matchups are for Lee Sin top lane. It's kind of hard to really suss that out, because I feel like he shouldn't do very well in the top lane, but if everyone keeps picking Gnar and Jace, it's like, man, they're squishy.
You're just kind of like, oh, wow, do you want to poke? Okay, I just shield and heal and come back later.
Yeah.
That's most of the time what happens. He's fine playing a little bit weak side.
But back to the Xerath pick. I think it's like, it's so big brain, because the entire meta is basically revolved around walking at each other. There isn't a lot of like heavy flanks and whatnot that isn't seen or spotted. It's just front to back team fighting, and then some poke flank. Like that's basically it. And you know what you can do in that instance is you start poke with Xerath, and then you engage forward through that poke, and then Xerath just stays back and presses R and snipes over top.
And there's nothing to do about it.
And when you have a Morgana who can black shield him on command, if you do get a flank off, and let him get a free stun slow for basically nothing, like it's just, I felt like this was such a good fucking plan. And with the way that Lee Sin can dive backlines and stay alive forever, and a Leona on top of it for extra picks with Morgana and Tristana DPS, this comp is like so smart into what RNG were running. RNG were running Jace, Udyr, Orianna, Kai'Sa, and Rel. How do you CC the backline for Kai'Sa to get there? Like, there's just nothing. You got nothing. You got to burn a flash on Rel to get that.
No, the key part is that you would have needed to target the Xerath early and just put it on a back foot.
But how do you get Xerath?
Yeah, like, there's nothing you can do.
Justin Lane, was he also running a cleanse or something?
He was running TP.
He was running TP? Yeah, he just went unpunished.
Well,
Which is, I say that, but that's a lot harder to do with Xerath because there's like, if your flash goes away and you're forced into a bad position, it's so easy to get ganked. You have the one stun with your E, but there's some people who could just flash over it and stuff like that. It's one that could be exposed.
Like, they don't have any good long range engage like from Ornn or a Leona or even a heavy frontline engage like Alistar or maybe a Braum that could have been good here, because like you got to be able to get onto Xerath, and when you don't have an assassin, like it's just there's nothing to get onto him. You're basically hoping that Kai'Sa can land a W on him, and then you initiate the fight, and Kai'Sa just goes to the backline and kills Xerath. Otherwise, Kai'Sa just gets popped, and Kai'Sa got popped this game. Xerath was demolishing people. It was not fun.
Yeah. This was not a fun game for RNG at all. This was... Yeah, they was not ready for this. They just...
On a range of 20% to 40%, what do you think Showmaker's damage share was?
38%.
38?
38%.
I'd say like a good 60.
I said 20% to
20 to 40, homie.
20 to 40. I'll stick with 60.
Haymant, if you pull 60% damage in your games, you had 3 AFK players.
If you pull 60%, I think your game's dead. It doesn't matter.
I don't know how you pull 60% damage without something going wrong. Okay, it's 32%. He had 32% damage share.
Yeah, that's...
You didn't even ask me, by the way.
You weren't gonna guess.
Yes,
You hate that game. What were you gonna guess then?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't fucking matter now, does it?
Oh.
The answer's already there. You can just change it.
He could. I'd expect him to. Because that's the kind of big brain plays that you gotta make. Like picking Xerath.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Xerath is a good idea, but I do think it's like only a good idea, and we've been talking about it for like 15 minutes.
Xerath? We've not been talking about Xerath for 15
We've been talking
minutes.
about this for a long time, man. It's like a good idea, but I don't think it's as like fucking 5-head, like Jimmy Neutron brain blast smart. Like it's just good, but like
no, it was such a great idea.
It's a fine idea, dude. It's good, but like it's not like 15 minutes of my time good.
All right. So what you're saying is on to game 3.
Yeah, because we still have 3 more games to get to, and you said we were gonna run fast, and it's almost been an hour on 3 topics.
Yeah.
This show's supposed to be an hour.
Okay. Let's get going. Game 3. Let's see.
This is very standard comps that they're running here.
Yeah.
They're basically running front to back. I'm not sold on the Nocturne.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of surprised that Rise made an appearance.
I think the Nocturne's fine.
I'm not. Rise has always been good in pro play. Haymant's just getting darker and darker.
It's
no.
whenever the sun goes down. This is my laptop camera here.
I see.
All right.
You can see my hand blur. There it is.
Exposure. All right. It's basically all about these neutral control mages, and then the AD carries, Jinx, Kai'Sa.
Yeah, hyper carries.
Everyone else is
805, by the way.
Yeah, Gala.
Kai'Sa ended the game. Gala ended 805.
Oh God. Oof.
Yeah, Gala was
4 kills.
Gala was turning it on this series. He got
Yeah, Gala was
Kai'Sa.
crazy.
He got Kai'Sa 5 games in a row.
Yeah, Gala was gaming. I'm not gonna lie. He was gaming.
I heard that gamers are gonna game. By the way, that's something I've just heard.
Yeah.
There's nothing really special about the last two. Well, okay. There's the Nocturne mid lane, which is like the only notable pick out of these, I think. There's also the Jace. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's just go to game 5. Where
wait. Hey, we're not gonna talk about the Renekton mid in game 4.
Why would you want to talk about the Renekton mid lane? It's so bad.
They went 0-2 and 8. They got absolutely fried, Brett.
I mean, it won them the game.
No, it didn't.
Did it?
A 10-1 Tristana won them the game.
Hey, look. They picked it and they still won. So at the
But
end
not
of the day,
because of it. They won in spite of it.
They won
True, they
because RNG picked Gragas top lane, and I'm assuming he went AP, right? So they didn't really have the tank to withstand all the AD damage.
Yeah, also they won because they had like 15k gold on the other team. Like, it's literally 16-6 in kills, and then RNG had no towers, inhibs, barons, or dragons. Like, it wasn't close. And it wasn't because of the Renekton, though, dog. Like,
all right, to game 5.
All right, so in game 5, I think the most interesting thing here is probably the Nocturne versus Jace mid lane.
Yeah, that's...
You don't often see Jace played mid these days because Jace needs a little bit of time to come online, and normally you want your mid laner to be able to go gank bot or top at like level 4 and be a little more useful. Whereas Jace kind of gets around that time and has to go reset. And I don't really know why Nocturne's here.
Yeah, Nocturne's just like, well, shit, I'm just gonna follow you there and call it a day.
It worked out, but I feel like they could have done a better pick.
Weird.
Or Nocturne's just like, I'm gonna show up first.
That's
like I don't understand why you pick Nocturne here. I get like, who's he diving on? He's not like, he doesn't want to dive on Jace, Rumble, or Aatrox. Like, he's got to dive on Varus every time. But there's a Tom Kench in the game. Like, how? Why do you do this? Why would you ever do something like this? This seems so pointless to pick this champion. I feel like you could pick so many other things. I think Orianna's pretty good here. I think Ryze is pretty good here. Like, anything but this. Renekton do better here.
I don't know. This is just so. So. Like, I'm like, they picked. I guess the Nocturne was a flex. Yeah. It was a flex pick, but
the Nocturne can flex. It's also kind of hard to get off of Tristana.
Yeah, I mean the Nocturne.
There's no Tristana. They're against Varus.
Yeah,
against Varus.
Yeah.
Which,
I mean, it makes
with Tom Kench.
Yeah, that's.
So what you're saying is that theoretically, this should have lost them the game, maybe.
No.
Well,
I'm stretching that a lot.
I would say
It
that
doesn't have as much utility as it could have in other scenarios because of Varus Kench and because there's nothing else to really dive on. But like, it's not game losing, and also the Nocturne was 6-4 and 16.
Like,
so like, he helped.
Like, the rest of the comp is pretty good from RNG. Like Gragas, Udyr, Kai'Sa,
Leona's fire. Leon. I mean, again, Gala's 11-1 and 9 here, which is fucking.
Yeah. Look, Gala was gaming. The other G, my bad.
All right.
Gala was gaming, by the way.
But like, there's a massive flaw in Damwon's comp with Rumble is you have no combo with Rumble. Yeah. There is nothing to combo with at all.
I mean, the only thing that could really combo with this would be versus ult, and even then, that's kind of
something else.
Yeah, you really do. Yeah,
like you can only make plays with your bot side after 6. Like that's so bad. Like
sucks.
You need something with big CC here. Like this is the game where you pick Ornn. I think.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, you got to pick Ornn. This actually, picking Ornn would help in a lot of situations. Actually, especially against this Nocturne, and when it comes to the late game, because he's going to go for one person only.
Like RNG have one carry, and it's Kai'Sa.
Yep.
And Ornn is really good at picking one carry and then going for that one carry while also frontlining. Like, there's no way that Kai'Sa was going to have an effective entry when you're getting Ornn ulted and then dove on top of by a Rumble ult. Like, it's just so much free shit. But, like, let's go with Aatrox. Why?
Yeah.
This champion's
so weird.
Kind of been gutted. Well,
no.
Who are they picking it for?
I don't know.
This is
like, I just don't know why you pick Aatrox here. I don't think Aatrox is like good at all in this meta. I feel like he's awful.
No.
Yeah.
It was after the change. After the changes to Gore Drinker, he fell off hard.
He was even bad with those changes. He was like, you were just banking on having stupid sustain, and if you didn't have it, you were no.
Well,
before we close out the show, let's just talk about MVP Gala real quick. And okay, this whole fucking series, Gala wanted to win. And please, Haymant, do not think this is me vindicating your Gala is better than Uzi thing, because I still vehemently disagree with that statement.
What do you mean? Come on. It's Gala all day.
But the fact that this team could lose Uzi, find a replacement, and then come back and still win MSI, I'm not sure if that speaks to the skill of this team or a regression from Korea and EU.
Yeah. You know, that's good. I'm not gonna lie, that's a really good point.
Like, not to take away from Gala being an absolute madman this series, because he was. He definitely looked like the best AD carry at this tournament. But, like, when you're the best AD carry at a tournament with 2 regions that are putting up new teams that, like, don't really look that sturdy or dominated their region so heavily, it's hard to really say that they're that good.
Yeah.
But RNG got tested in LPL. I don't think they're a bad team because I think they're pretty stable.
Stable, yeah.
But Damwon do not look stable. Mad Lions do not look stable. PSG, I'm not gonna say they don't look stable, but they don't look like they're next level yet. They don't look like they're
full potential.
To the top.
All right.
Yeah. Anybody got anything else they want to rave about with Gala, Haymont? You want to cement your position here and now for the possible failure at Worlds, the God V, God V.
No. Oh, okay. All right. Don't worry. I've got it. Gala's better than Uzi, and he's gonna prove it at Worlds.
He's gonna prove it at Worlds? Is he gonna win Worlds? Yes. Is that what you think?
Oh, absolutely.
You want to stake your reputation on that now? That RNG are gonna win Worlds?
I will stake the little reputation that I do have on RNG winning Worlds. And then I'm already picturing it in my head. I'm gonna make this hot take. You just take it, clip it or something, and then RNG aren't even gonna make it to Worlds. They're gonna be like, all of a sudden, somehow, it's gonna be like Invictus Gaming got good again. Nobody knew how. Something happened, and they're good. FPX, some other no-name team came through. It's not even FPX. It's just no clue.
Freak at the beginning of every season makes a tweet about every region winning Worlds. Like all the top 4. He just tweets out NA's gonna win Worlds this year. Or EU's gonna win Worlds this year. Like all of them.
And he's always right, bro.
And then he links to it at the end of every season after the World's final to be like, see, I called it. Because no one's going to go back and find the other 6 tweets.
True.
Mm-hmm. I love Freak. Freak's hilarious. Oh, my God.
Okay. I see the strat now.
Yes, you have to make this claim every show that a different region is going to win, and then we can clip back to it.
Yeah, look, you have to play all the sides, and you'll always win. Anyways,
I hope we see RNG at Worlds, just because I honestly think they have a really good shot this year. Looking at this team, they looked really good, and by comparison to how they played against Mad Lions and Damwon, and to how those teams played against their own regions, it looks like either LPL is very far ahead of everyone else, or at least RNG is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have high hopes for EU or KR at Worlds. It looks a little dicey for them. I think my hopes would actually go up for Korea if Damwon don't win next split.
All right, I see. Oh boy.
I think I am out of topics, Matt.
Would you like to take us home?
Yeah, I think that'll do it for us this week on Legendary League of Legends podcast. We'll be back for summer split of the LCS whenever that happens. I'm not sure when that date starts, but we'll try to do a show before for power rankings and maybe mid-season changes to pro play. Also, there's actually a lot more to talk about because the records retained from spring, so there's a little bit more conversation around that.
Oh yeah.
You can catch the VODs on the YouTube channel Legendary Podcast. You can catch the podcast version anywhere you get your podcasts. And have a nice day.
Yes. All right.